just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I find somebody lovely, and now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me, someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean, I just want someone to love me. Someone to lick my wounds and kiss my aching body. My desperation knows no termination, baby. Now would you love me if I was somebody else? I can be deadly when I found somebody lovely. And now I'm ready like a kitty in a dress. Don't call me mean.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Tales of Misadventure. We play one-shot and short-form style tabletop games of all types. I just belched, and I'm so sorry.
We're here
This
for
is
it.
bad. Hi.
As you do.
Wrecked. Get wrecked. If you'd like to check out some of our adventures, go to Tales of Initiative's YouTube page and click on Tales of Misadventure. We've got quite a few good ones up there now. Not to brag.
Brag all day.
Brag all day, all night, all day. Alexi! Hi.
Hi, that's me. Alessi. So
Well, it's a whole vibe here at Tales of Misadventure this fine Tuesday evening.
It is. You go. I can't say your name again because then the robot will talk. Go, go, go. You got this.
okay. Hi. I am not Alexa, but thank you. Very close. So before we get too far, there are some really, 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 really awesome creators out there who are supporting us, and per usual, we love supporting them. So included are Day 20, Level 1 Gaming, Emberwind, TA Maps, and Fernwind Dice. All you can find down there. So there's like a percentage off that you could take off, and it's a whole thing. Do it. And our artist, Aaron, just look them up. They're amazing. They did our art, except Barnaby. Barnaby did their own art. Holy crap! Go look at that.
Icon.
Yes.
Icon.
Yes. And so you can look up Aaron at This Artiste, which is ThisArteest on Twitter and Instagram. And, maybe buy some art and do some stuff with that. So, yes, that is all.
Do your commission arts for your D&D characters. Just do it. Just do it.
Yes.
You need it. You need it in your life. There's nothing more satisfying than being like, hey, can you draw this character? And then somebody sends you something and it's perfect. And you're like, what?
Mm.
Are you in my brain?
Absolutely.
Yes. The Discord, go join our Discord and come and chat with us and have fun and play D&Ds with us. It's great. It's gonna be great. Our general schedule of shows. Now, do keep in mind we are entering into holiday season. Things get a little wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey around the holidays, of course. But generally speaking, it's Wednesdays are Bengalia, Thursdays are Tales Does Tales, Friday is TPK, Total Party Chaos, and Sundays are Dawn of Bengalia. So go and watch the other shows. It's really fun. We got a lot of things that you can check out. I think that is all. So, for today's episode, we're continuing our TSL campaign, The Lovely Things. For any who are new to this Gay Panic system and game, it is powered by the Apocalypse. You use 2d6 for all of the rolls. The playbooks are designed around specific moves and relationships that each character can use or misuse to their heart's content. And it's really great and fun. So, we're ready to begin. Will my gay disasters introduce themselves and who they are playing, starting with Anna?
Oh, 'tis I. I am playing Miss Diora May Smith. She is being run under the playbook, The Dream Mirror. I almost forgot. It's not like I've said it 800 times. And right now she is kind of learning more about herself and like trying to figure out the whole confidence thing. So that's fun. And yeah, excited to keep going.
I'm excited for Diora too. Barnaby.
Hello, hi, my name's Barnaby. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Lady Tiana Dow, and that is the Seeker playbook. And she is just trying to be a good friend in this moment as much as one can be.
She's so good. I love her so much.
Amazing.
Connor.
What's going on, team? My name's Connor. I am playing Alexandra Roderick Vaughn, or Alex for short, and she is under the playbook of the Infamous. She is the daughter of Chad and Karen Vaughn, who are high-ranking members within the Church of Heteropenia, a rising conservative religious political faction within the Kingdom of Thurs Lesria. and she is having a moment. Trying to discover who she is, much like Anna's character, but she's got weird voices in her head. She's got parents who are very conservative. She is trying to figure out where she fits and what she believes and who her own self is, and it's a whole vibe over here. So that is me.
I would have laughed really, really hard if you left it at parents. Just,
Yeah, she's got parents,
but she's got parents.
and that's
You know, that's.
Wish I could be as well
You think
spoken
I'd
as
get
Connor.
better at explaining this character after
Dude.
what is this 4 or 5 episodes, and yet I feel like it gets more vague and convoluted every time I do
It's
it.
amazing because then that means people have to watch it. I say like
Yeah.
a sentence, and it's
More-
equally as vague as you're like.
Sometimes you get more
So-
questions than answers the longer you play a character. Last, but certainly not least, Alexi.
Yo again. So I play Sayuli Morgue, who is played under the playbook Matriarch. Yes, she's it's a lot right now. We just found out that her grandmother, who is the leader of the Morgue clan in that side, is fucking up this side. So it's a lot, and right now she is trying to decide whether she needs to protect her friends or the world, or basically both. So this core, she's not freaking out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Classic mom friend. Classic mom friend. Yeah. So,
Mommy.
usually we also have Danny, who plays Harriet LeBeau. Danny's not with us right now, but we love them and send your love to them, please. We will miss Harry this episode. So shit. We will see them again next week, though. I hope. And I believe that's all we've got. I'm Raz. I play everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll intro. And we're back. Welcome to the fantastical realm of Thirst-Lesria, where 5 very unique young adults are working to define themselves and their futures, with the Van Musicae Academy of Innovators as their central theatre. Last episode, strange voices spoke to Alexandra in the wake of her pushing Diora away. They told her she was chosen. They told her she didn't need anyone but them. Upon finding her parents, a potential suitor was introduced to her. Ramon de Leon, the dashing son of Councillor de Leon of the Merchants Guild. Interesting things there. Meanwhile, Diora and Tiana were invited to the Queen's private tent. She offered words of wisdom, big hugs and support to both young women who had just spent some time comforting each other, establishing support. So when the Queen asked Diora if she needed anything, Tiana encouraged her to speak her mind, and Diora asked to never be made to visit her aunt, who is known to be a little abusive there. Harriet, meanwhile, headed to a bar, where Denise offered some liquid comfort for the interesting turn of events that happened back at the dorms. While Sayuli went to investigate the Council of Heteropenia's chambers. We left the group Sai's investigation hit a climactic point. She had found that her grandmother, Naoko, the head of the Dark Abyss women who currently run the Shadowed Seas government, was in contact with the Council of Heteropenia. They're forming an alliance, and it appears that their Slesria is in danger of being overcome by this group and their toxic masculinity gods. The last thing we saw was a file being put in Sai's hands, and it had the name Harriet LeBeau scrawled across the label. So, that's fun. But what we're gonna do is head on back
That's
over.
weird.
Yeah, that's so strange. What could that mean?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea. But we will head back to Alexandra at the luncheon.
Oh god.
The panic that just happened across Connor's face.
Been dreading this conversation.
It was like, oh no! It's
I don't
me
think
first!
it's
What?
It's not so much his character as it is just Connor's nervous.
We're becoming one and the same. It's a problem. It's fine.
It's fine. It's all good. It's totally fine. Also, I'm going to apologize to anybody who's viewing real quick because Craig is about to say something in things happening. Join.
We didn't forget at this again, did we?
I am just the best today. I'm so
Oh.
sorry, y'all.
Y'all get in the chat.
Now recording.
Get
Now
in the chat. It's
recording.
my fault.
Now recording. So, Ramon de Leon is looking at you with some beautiful golden eyes. And your father has just dropped the I think he would be a great suitor bomb on you.
Lovely. Father, may I speak to you for a moment? Just sorry, I haven't seen my father and either of my parents really in quite some time. A counselor, you understand, of course.
Counselor de Leon has his hands kind of just tucked slightly behind his back. And he's just kind of nodding. Of course, of course, of course. Family means everything.
I knew an intelligent, charismatic individual such as yourself would completely understand.
Oh, too kind. Of course.
Oh my god.
Your father, Chad, kind of like gives you a look. A little suspicious. Make a roll for me. Let me figure out what roll I want you to make. Real quick.
Just
Breathe,
ask
Connor,
roll.
breathe.
In
Just ask.
and out. I know, that was great. I was like, oh. Roll. Defy disaster
Mhm.
with charm. So that's heart with heart.
All right, that is a 7.
That's a mixed good. So
Hanging on by a thread here, gang.
Yeah, I know,
Hanging on
you
by a
are.
thread.
Connor
I believe in you.
is at 3 conditions. Alexandra has 3 conditions at the moment, and 4 is where it gets real crazy real fast. So just throwing that out there. So your father kind of looks back at you. I'm so sorry for for my daughter. We'll be right back, counselor. And kind of takes you by the arm, gently, of course, to walk a little ways away. And he says, What is it?
I just I've missed you. I wanted to see how you are.
If
How
you
are you?
truly missed me, you wouldn't embarrass me in front of counselors like that.
Of course, I didn't mean to embarrass you. I just things have been so hectic, and Father, I know I'm not supposed to. I know politics and all of that is your arena, and I defer to your better, wiser judgment. But some of the things that I've been hearing, I'm sorry, I'm just a little flustered. And I just wanted to. I know politics is a game, right? It's theater. It's just like the theater, and it's a dance. It's just like the dances I used to do, and I know that a lot of barbs get traded, and a lot of words are said that don't necessarily mean anything, but the rhetoric that I've been hearing, I'm just I just wanted to. We don't really what I've been hearing, or people have been saying about the heteropenia's view on refugees, or militant action, and all of that is hot air, right?
Of course. I mean, we have we want to protect our nation. It's the most important thing. We want the best for the people here of Thirst Lesria, so we will do whatever it is we can to make sure that our future is a bright and great one. But there's some things. There's some things that Thirst Lesria is doing, some policies being enacted that aren't in the nation's best interest.
Like what?
Well, you spoke of refugees. For one, do you know how many instances of violence are incurred by allowing refugees from a different and hectic state into your own, into the heart of your nation?
I don't, Father. I don't think that's correct.
Have you been listening to the other side? Have you been listening to the fake news?
What? No. I just, Father. I just. I'm scared.
Wonderful.
I love you, and I know you know what's best, but I'm at school and I'm around my friends, and they're worried and they're scared, and there's things are more complicated and grey. The people are scared, and it's fine, but I bear the brunt of a lot of this, and I don't even know what they're talking about half the time, and I mean, talk of secret layers and shadow plans and supplanting. And of course, Alex in this moment is thinking about all of the things that Sayuli had mentioned to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very stressful day, and I'm sorry if I embarrassed you. I just need you to look at me and tell me all of that is not true, that all of this has been blown out of proportion, and perhaps the rhetoric will get toned down.
Sorry, the dog.
It's all right.
Yes. So sorry, Ali, the dog.
Of course.
Al, listen to me. He kind of like rests one of his hands on your shoulder. Al being a nickname that he used to use for you whenever you were small. Trust that everything that I do to make sure we have the best and that everybody in this nation has the best. I knew sending you to that school would muddy the waters. I thought you were strong enough with your beliefs to resist the temptation of the lies and the slander. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe we should bring you back home.
Just
To private tutoring.
no.
Karen tried to tell me that private tutoring would be the way to go, but the most important minds of the future are in that school, and I thought maybe you could influence them for the better.
Have I not proved myself loyal to you after what I did to the people that trusted me?
Al, you're making a scene.
Of course, I wouldn't want to embarrass you any further
Thank you.
than I clearly already have.
Let's return to our conversation then.
Of course.
He leads you back to Ramon and the counselor. How are you doing?
Alex is feeling an absolute heartbreak, but also there is a rage building in her. There is a rage and a desire to be anywhere but here.
That makes sense. You come back, and Ramon and Karen and the counselor are all kind of chatting. Karen gives your father kind of a look, and then glances at you, and then gives him a look again. And you know that this is generally the whole, but like, what is she up to now? Because Karen's a bitch. And Ramon, interestingly enough, looks at you and glances at everybody else. Pardon me. I'd love to take your beautiful daughter out for a lemonade. She looks like she could use some refreshing. And your father nods. Of course, yeah. And Ramon offers his arm to you. And under his breath, he's like, just walk away.
Alex is going to stare at the arm for a second. And then she'll take it and walk with him.
He kind of leads you away from the crowd kind of a little further away from all of the hustle and bustle and the ears of people. And he looks over at you, kind of like steps back to give you your space. I apologize for that introduction, and you look like you could use some support right now, not more this. Are you all right?
Fine. Of course I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? I am the picture-perfect image of everything they've made me. Why wouldn't I be fine?
Well, because you walked up to say hi to your parents, and the first thing that they said to you was that I'm supposedly some kind of suitor. It seemed
Well,
took me by surprise. I don't know about you.
I've sort of just gotten used to it at this point. I'm starting to realize that. And Alex pauses and thinks back to something she said earlier this morning in her room, and she goes, to my parents, I'm just this lovely thing, this lovely little thing that they parade around and use and barter, and what I want is not really, it has never really mattered. I don't mean to bore you. I'm sorry. I'm not usually this.
He just it's like a sad kind of half chuckle, like not like haha everything's so funny, but like that like wry kind of the state of the world is so awful that I have to kind of laugh at it. You're not boring me. If anything, they were boring me. This whole place bores me. Sometimes, being the children of politicians, we have to play a role. And, we don't always like it. And you seemed like you're in that kind of a place right now where the role doesn't really fit where you are.
I don't know what the role I'm playing is anymore. First I thought I was the loving daughter, or the best friend, the traitor.
Why would you
Now
be a
I'm-
traitor? Forgive me, you don't have to divulge all of your deepest secrets to me after having just met me.
No,
But I am just trying to offer a little bit of support here. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that because, frankly, very awkward around women.
well, you haven't ruined anything so far.
I appreciate that. I don't mean to pry. You just seemed like you needed an escape hatch, so.
Honestly, the queen, She loves her hounds. Um, you... You know what's funny? This is the easiest conversation I've had in 2 days.
Well, I thank you. Thank you. I think.
I tend to be a bit awkward myself. What I meant to say was, you're easy to talk to. And thank you for not being what I expected you to be.
Yeah, that's how we all are, isn't it? Never what we're expected to be. Not to make your trauma about mine, but I've told my father many times that I don't really want to marry a woman. And this is where that got me, so I think you and I might be very similar. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just don't want to fit the mold that our parents want to fit us into.
Of course.
Whatever that mold is.
Just out of curiosity, how did you know that you didn't want to marry a woman, if I may be so bold?
Well, for one, just the concept, a little weird. For two, men are just much prettier, in my opinion. Everybody's pretty, but for me personally, it's different way.
And you just... And they know your parents.
They know it doesn't stop them from trying to do this, of course. But not for lack of me trying to tell them.
You're so brave.
Am I? If I was brave, I wouldn't be pretending for them right now.
But you revealed yourself. You let yourself be seen. And that's certainly something.
Well, something that folks are trying to change about those Lesria is the acceptance. Outside of our households, the ones that I think you and I grew up in, people are much more accepting. They don't care. They couldn't care less. They want you to live whatever life it is you're going to live and do it successfully. But our parents want us to feel like their opinion is the most important one, and be ashamed if we don't fit whatever their ideology is. And I don't know. I think it's just that. It's just that everybody outside of my family is readily accepted, and there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with them.
This hits Alex in a... This just hits something within her. That the statement, there's nothing wrong with me, there's something wrong with them. So what do we do?
Our best, my lady. Our best.
Alex glances up, looks over at her parents. Can Alex clock Diora?
Well, let me think. Got to think about timey-wimey bullshit real quick in my brain hole.
Of course, because I didn't want your job to be too easy here, Roz. I wanted to really make sure I threw a wrench in things.
Connor, the worst. Actually, with your father's conversation and this conversation, I do think that you would be able to see Diora and Tiana making their way kind of out from a little pathway back into. And speaking of them, what are you guys doing as you walk back out into the party?
I suppose we should probably find a good place to sit if the queen's going to be here soon.
Concur. I'm clocking for Alex.
You see Alex across the way, kind of a little apart from the rest of the party, standing with a very attractive young man. They appear to be talking, and you kind of catch the glance that Alex was looking up to find Diora. Like, you kind of catch that moment as well. You guys kind of have that moment of eye contact.
Am I getting any sort of vibes? Like, are they sad, lonely, happy? What's being presented on their face?
I feel like this will be what is it? Reading a person?
Oh, yes.
Figure out
Figuring out a person.
Figure out a person. Figure out a person. Roll figure out a person. That is plus wit.
Plus your wit.
Plus your wit.
Very clever, lady.
Plus
I got
3 if you
7.
spend a string. Ooh, what?
7.
7? 7 to 9, you may ask 2 questions, and they may ask one of you. So this will be one of those situations where you're reading body language, you're reading the looks on people's faces, and kind of getting the vibe. So keep that in mind with your questions. What are your feelings towards blank? What do you hope to get from blank? How can I get you to blank? What do you love most? And how would you feel if I...
Can I ask the same question twice for different things?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay. What are you feeling towards the gentleman on your arm?
Surprise. I'm feeling surprise and a kinship. A platonic kinship, and a bit like a life raft, to be honest with you. Like somebody is socially drowning, and definitely got on the lifeboat.
And my second question is, what are you feeling towards Diora?
Shame.
Okay, those are my 2 questions.
Shame. What I think as Alex looks over and clocks you, clocking her, and she looks at him, And he looks at me. You know,
Look at
I, what are your feelings toward Alex?
Ooh.
Both anger and pity.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh,
Heard. Love it.
Shot
Love it.
Fired.
my heart
Alex
is out of
will-
my ass.
Alex will clock that and quickly avert her gaze as kind of more shame and guilt creeps up and turn back to Ramon and say, I'm not a good person, but I am certainly glad to know you, Ramon de Leon.
Well, I can't say if any of us are good people or not, you know. We've just kind of started being people, so there's room to change. But I do feel better having known you as well.
Alex is doing everything she can to just not like burst out into tears right now.
Oh.
She looks over and she is to clear this
No.
condition.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna,
Oh.
man. She's going to look and go, Ramon, I hope to see you again, but and I know we've just met. I can't be here anymore.
Absolutely.
Will you cover for me?
Absolutely. Do you have a means of leaving? Will you be safe?
I'm a big girl. How hard can it be?
All right. Of course.
And she is going to try and slink her way out of this party.
I try and notice her leaving.
So what
How
I'm
dare you.
gonna do is have Alex roll Defy Disaster with that is the wrong notes. That's what I need. Yes.
How dare
Defy
I?
Disaster with swiftness and elegance. So that would be grace. Also, as a side note, I would like you to clear a condition because Ramon offered you emotional support.
Oh,
So
thank God.
do that.
Thank God,
Congrats.
because it was getting dire out here, gang.
I know. I
Whose fault
know.
was that?
Uh-huh. Let nobody say I'm a mean DM.
Well, I was
Right.
trying to clear. No, this still qualifies. What I was. Well, I'll
Okay.
I'll say that in a
Anyway,
second. Okay,
yes,
here's
you can
the
clear.
here's
the
Defy
other one that you're
Disaster.
trying to clear too. Yes, Defy Disaster. What is it?
That is an 8.
That is a mixed good. So, you know, I think that the mixed good roll kind of fits with that of nobody notices you leaving except for Diora and Tiana. Like, you make direct eye contact as you're slinking out. Like, nobody else notices you. Nobody else. But they do. And you don't entirely know what that will mean to them.
As Alex is leaving, she's going to start to get emotional, and she's gonna reach up and touch this brooch that is symbolized, you know, her commitment and this fictional relationship that maybe she never had with her father, and realize that much like the roles that, as Ramon said, the roles that we all play, this had just been what she thought was a thing of endearment was really just almost like a collar. She all of a sudden, and she feels it as a collar and feels it as the symbol of this thing that was just another illusion, just another story and narrative, and she is going to rip it off. And she is going to throw it away as she walks out.
Diora?
I think, like, as like Tana turns back from like making eye contact with Alex, see a good place to go?
What does your heart tell you to go, Your Majesty?
I don't. And then I'll like look around as if in response to that and like catch Alex leaving. And I think any smile that was on my face just kind of like drops for a moment, realizing that she's leaving. There's a table up there. I think that would be the best.
Of course, if you would excuse me for a moment, I will join you there. I must take care of something.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Of course. And I'll like go find a table up like by where the queen is going to be, like closer to whatever like stage there is.
Going to gracefully walk my way towards wherever Alex is. As soon as I'm out of earshot, going to angrily begin walking as fast as fuck.
I love it. I love it. Okay, absolutely. Alex, as you think that you are kind of sneaking out, and like you've made it a little ways down the path, you hear the click 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 of little heels that are like tapping against the pavement, getting a little faster, coming up behind you.
Going to walk up to you, not breaking my stride at all, and I'm going to slap you across the face.
Oh shit! Roll fight.
God.
Roll fight. What's the fight roll? The fight roll. You
Fight
can
roll.
roll. Where is it? I can't
That's a
find
daring,
it.
right?
Daring.
It's daring.
Daring.
That
It's
is a
daring
10.
or grace. But yes, daring. 10? Love it.
Mhm.
Choose
It's an 11 if it's grace.
choose 3 of the options, and your opponent chooses one to apply to you in response. So you gain a string. You can inflict a condition. You can create an opportunity for an ally, or you can take an object or seize a superior position.
I
Pick
so
3 of those.
seize the superior position.
Love it.
I'm imagining slap her hard enough to get her down on the knee so that she's looking up at me.
Hell yes.
Ew.
Yes.
I will inflict the condition. I will say, coward.
Oof. Oof.
All right.
And
My whole heart.
My heart is in my
Yeah.
ass again.
I know.
I don't.
and then I
Yeah.
will provoke my opponent, and I'll say, "You have a lot of nerve to walk up to her, and then to walk to him, and then when locking eyes with her, to walk out of the room. Have you no spine? Have you no decorum? Have you no respect, not only for her but for yourself?" I'm going to like lift you up by the chin. Stand.
Alex will stand.
Nothing to say?
I'm not a good person.
I care not about whether or not you are good or bad. I care about whether or not when faced with adversity that you have the nerve, the strength to do the things that need to be done. If you are not going to choose Diora, then stand by whatever that man is. But to run from any form of intimacy, to run for any chance of future for yourself is selfish. It's cowardice. There are those of us that kill for such moments. Here you are, handed them on a platter. So I ask you again, have you not an ounce of shame? Have you no spine? And if you have no spine, then do not get back up.
I have more shame than you could possibly imagine. I have done things. I have hurt her. And I don't know who I am. So maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not strong enough.
Get it together. You are a tiny, broken thing, and you, above all else, know what that pain is. Broken things and those who have been broken should know how to repair, not continuously breaking things. That cannot be continuously an excuse for you to do the things that you have done. Dior is your friend. She is a light in the world. Does that mean so little to you? I've known her all of but a day, and you have known her for much longer, and I would lay down my life for her. Do you not gain any courage from simply being around her? Are you so busy looking at the ground that you cannot be bothered to look up, you silly, foolish girl?
What would you have me do?
I'd have you stand in your mistakes. I would have you stand by the people that you think are worth having in this world. Stand for anything, Alexandra.
Alexandra is going to silently straighten herself up. Pull herself together and return to the party.
Straighten myself out, and I will walk silently next to her. And when we become in view, I will smile and make my way to Dior.
Where do you go, Alex? Like, what are you following? Are you?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Diora and look at her and say, I apologize for my conduct earlier, and at a time convenient for you, you and I should have a conversation.
You were sitting and kind of just like wondering where Tiana had gone, and then you see Tiana walk up with Alexandra, and Alexandra has this kind of sadness in her eyes, a little bit of brokenness, and a little bit of a pink kind of blush across one of her cheeks from the slap heard around the world. Just a little bit of dirt at the bottom of her dress.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. No. No, I'm not okay. But me not being okay does not excuse my behavior. You deserve better than that.
Thank you for your apology. And perhaps after the addresses and this banquet, we can have a proper conversation.
Of course. Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Is it all right if I sit here?
Of course. I'll look like back and forth between the both of them. Like I don't see why not.
And Alex will take a seat, waiting for the next phase of this shindig to begin.
I love it. Is there anything? Yeah. Is there anything that Tiana Diora would like to address or talk about at this table?
I think with my eyes, I will look over to Alex and I will give some semblance of affirmation. And with those eyes trying to voice, I'm sorry for slapping you.
Roll emotional support. What is that? Where is the thing? It is plus heart or plus spirit.
Oh, those things I'm good at. Okay. And that's a 10.
Hey, yeah. So, they did open up to you, I believe, but Connor, does Alexandra like telegraph her response to that kind of affirmation and apology in any way?
I think it's not in her mouth, because, and it's not in any other part of her face than her eyes. Alex is feeling pretty, the word that comes to mind is numb. But she does feel a deep sense that this is the right thing to do, in spite of the shame and the turmoil and everything she's experiencing. It's almost, she's grateful almost for the clarity of purpose that she has been shown. And so she will try to kind of nod and acknowledge that as much as that can be communicated
There's-
with the eyes and a nod.
Bro, I've seen weirder, okay?
I feel like
like
there's this
I-
kinship around like being like two birds in a cage and knowing how to like
Ooh,
say unsaid things with their eyes.
100%.
There's this whole episode has just been eyes, man. So Alex, you can choose to clear a condition, mark XP, take one forward, or gain insight from the GM about an obstacle facing one of you. And then Barnaby, you can either choose one as well, or you can take a string on Alex.
She'll take a string.
Interesting. I don't know how I thought that interaction was going to play out, but like, holy crap.
Dude.
No, it's just I'm reeling. Also, keep track of who you're smitten with because that affects emotional support. Just say. Yeah. Sigh. Meanwhile, has not only just found a bunch of letters that confirm kind of what you were suspecting, but you were also handed a file with Harry's name on it that I cannot remember which person found, but one of them found the thing.
I say.
Okay, I say. Yeah, there you go. Found the thing. While the other two are still kind of like rifling around and kind of trying to find a way to get into the basements.
Okay. So I have the file in my hand and I'm just staring at the name. Okay. And I'm just going to slowly back up into the desk and sit on it. And then I'm going to open it and read it.
Okay. So you take a minute, you read this file. It has general information on Harry and her dad's. It has every move that was made to kind of like cart Harry around written down. It has like every address Harry has lived at. And it has Harry's original birth certificate, which reads the mother, or the father, I guess, as Shania Slane. Is parent number 1. Parent number 2 is unnamed.
Okay.
But that would make Harry the true heir, while born out of wedlock, to the throne.
Okay. I'm going to take out the birth certificate. I'm going to fold it up and then I'm going to put it in my vest. So then I'm going to look at Heise and give him the rest of the file. Burn it. Immediately.
Of course.
No one else will know.
Nobody. He goes to go make sure that it is burned to a crisp with no possible linkage.
Shit. Okay. Okay. You know what? Figure this out later. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not freaking out. I'm cool as a cucumber. Or a pickle. Stop it. Okay. And I'm just going to rummage some more, see if I can find anything else. If there is any more files on my friends. Because now I am paranoid.
You find it's not really like too crazy, but it does have the May Smith family name on it. And you see some suspicious, not suspicious in the like, oh my god, they're working together, but like suspicious in the there's clearly some secrets here. Between the May Smith family and the Vaughns that implicate Alexandra a little bit in the sharing of information.
When I see her name, my heart kind of stops for a moment. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna continue reading.
Not too much more that really jumps out at you. Just you do notice that they do have files on like a whole lot of the important figures in town. They have their hands in a lot of people's pockets. They have their hands in a lot of people's business. There's records of there's records that are like suspiciously not records, if you get what I mean. Like clearly an exchange happened, clearly something happened, but it's not detailed and written out, or it's redacted or something, so that you don't actually have what went on, and that means that it was for sure something shady. But it seems like there's a lot going on that the Queen doesn't know about. That maybe some of the members of the council, the like High Council, could be in on. But some stuff that even they're not aware of.
Okay.
This is kind of the general information that you're grabbing from and you're like retaining from everything that you're kind of processing right now.
Okay. I am going to take out the May Smith and the Alex part. And instead of folding it up nicely, I'm going to crumple it in my hands and shove it in my pocket.
I love it. Beautiful. Lovely peeks around the doorframe. We got the basement unlocked, and I feel like you want to see this.
Sure. Let's ruin my day even more. Let's go.
All right. You walk downstairs into this room. It is completely dark except for a couple of like torches, like literal torches that are lit on the wall. Like electricity is a thing. You guys do have an amount of like really cool steampunky technology. These are torches. The room is circular, and there are kind of tapestries on the wall. In the center of the room, there are two figures that are like sculptures. They seem masculine, and they are chained to the ground. There's a soft kind of glow almost that emanates from them.
Please tell me this is not what I think it is.
Love kind of looks back at you. I think it's exactly what you think it is. It looks a lot like the one in the Shadowed Sea, right outside of Hashihoro, that they released. What was it? It was the Primordial of Misogyny. I think its name was Mutton Chop. This looks disturbingly like that, but it looks like there's two of them.
You know, I know just the thing for this. Give me a moment to step back. Okay. I'm going to grab a torch, and I'm just going to throw it at them.
You grab the torch and you throw it, and it kind of like shatters against the weird, like, kind of not metallic, but like almost metallic. It's so shiny of a stone. And it just kind of goes out.
They're that far along.
Yeah, this does not look good, but I think the luncheon is gonna end soon, so I don't know if we could do anything about it right now. I think we might need more help.
Yep.
Did you find anything useful?
No, just broken dreams. About it.
Well, that sucks.
Yes. Kind of used to it already, so.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to do something because you know me. I'm going to go towards the figures, trying not to step on anything. And then on one of their butts, I'm going to put "bite me."
I love it.
There-
You have defaced the incel deities. You have defaced their statue.
to live
You'll
without
love to
fear.
see it.
Okay. Yeah. This. Thank you all for doing this for me. I know how scary and immoral this is, and believe me, I completely understand. And we will do what we must to fix the wrong, even
It's
if
just-
it is going to break my heart again. So,
They kind of reach out to, take your hand, comfort you. And they all kind of mutter along the same lines of, we're here to support you. Whatever you need. It's not scary as long as you're here.
oh, why? Because I'm scarier than anything in this world? Thank you.
Exactly.
All right.
We really should get out of here before they come back, though.
Yeah, let's go home. And we head out.
We were able to get back to the dorms easily enough. The luncheon, is there anything else that anybody would like to do? The queen does show up. Several counselors make very long speeches about all of the things that they're trying to get done. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do at this table?
As this is all getting done, I am going to just really quickly stand up and walk towards my parents. And as I approach them, I'm going to say, "Well, I'm heading back with my friend. I wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. I know I've been a little all over the place, but I want you to know that I am committed and I love you, and you can confide in me with anything that's going on, anything that needs to be done, and I am going to try and invoke Always Suspect."
Ooh.
Which is
Read that for me.
when you pretend to be a villain to win a villain's trust, they trust you enough to offer you an opportunity and you gain a string on them. You must choose one of the following options. Someone watching comes to the worst possible conclusion. The villain requires an act of villainy to prove your intentions first. And the villain is only pretending to trust you, and the opportunity is a trap.
I love it. What do you need to make a roll? Is there a roll? Is there a roll you need to
No,
make?
and I
just gotta choose one of the things.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
choose one.
I think. Oh, do I? Or do you choose
What does
that?
it say? Does it say
Oh,
you
it
choose, or
says-
does it say the DM chooses?
Oh, it says you must choose. I thought this was going to be.
Nope.
Wait, I have to choose.
You gotta choose.
What?
You gotta
All right.
choose.
Oh,
I believe you.
yeah.
Just know that I love you, and that
I
Anna
love
loves
you.
Connor.
Okay.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling for it. I'm
There
rolling
you
for
go. It works.
it. Okay, that's a 3. Let's.
You need me to stall? I can stall.
No, the villain requires an act of villainy to prove your intentions.
Ooh, shit. So,
Shit, dude.
Chad kind of turns to you. He's dividing his attention between whoever is speaking at the moment, up on the stage kind of area, and you. Wow. That would require a little bit of trust, I think. Give and take, right? So, why don't you tell me how much your little friend Sayuli knows? And then maybe I can give you some information. I know that she's been digging around.
Alex tries to hide it on her face, but she is startled because that Chad knew Sayuli's name. She's only mentioned her in passing and hasn't talked about her very much at all. A few times, but she'll go,
Heteros know all. They use it for evil.
Evil.
Alex is going to try and play a very dangerous game here, giving just enough without giving anything truly damaging or meaningful. So she'll say, well, first she's gonna try and stall a little bit and go, how do you know about that?
I have eyes and ears everywhere, darling. You know this. You're one of them.
And she, like, her fucking stomach churns. Um, of course, silly me. Sayuri, I told you before, grasping at straws, she said something about covert tactics and an underground operation to overthrow the council and all of that, but she didn't have any. Well, she has no hard evidence. It's simply paranoia, right?
Preposterous notions, of course.
She has nothing.
Okay. What kind of information are you trying to get out of this deal? So that I know kind of what you're going for.
Alex is gonna try and get information on. She's slowly starting to buy into this, maybe everything Sayuli's been worried about is maybe there's actually some truth to this, and maybe they're real. Like maybe I am not aligned on the right side here. Has that ringing over her head. What if there's nothing wrong with me? What if everything's wrong with them? And she'll go. She's looking for any information on council members, other people involved in moving pieces, whether they're at the school or in the council or around the queen. So, Father, I'm honestly shocked, and I shouldn't be, because you and Mother are brilliant, and I know that. But how many people do we have in positions right now, and how close are they?
It depends on kind of what their trust level is at. There are several people that don't necessarily know that they're working in our favor, but they are. We've got a couple of people here and there who make sure that happens for us.
Of course. Well, I won't take up your or Mother's time anymore. I just want you to know that you can lean on me.
If you'd really like to be a part of things, you should stop by the council chambers on Wednesday. I believe it's full moon.
Council chambers?
Mm-hmm. In the evening.
Wednesday evening?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Thank you. And she'll just give a cordial farewell and turn around and just, I don't know if the word is seethe, but just be almost angry and sad. She's nauseous and in her head she's going, he didn't even notice it was gone.
Damn.
Referring to her brooch as she walks back to where Diora and Tiana are getting in the heading towards the carriage.
Anything else, my dears?
I'll talk to Diora.
I've always loved talking to Tiana.
Okay, so waiting for the carriages to pull up in some spots.
Do you think?
Oh no, please. You.
Do you think I'm going to have to do that? Just sit there so everybody talks relentlessly for hours.
I felt there were lots of wise words there, Your Majesty. It's important to listen to what other people have going on.
Not that I do not think that they are unwise. It seems almost too much to effectively do anything.
Well, the Queen manages, and change takes time. But I know you're capable of great things, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
How are you feeling otherwise, outside of the dribble, as you call it?
I don't know.
I know you mentioned a numbness.
That is, I think for the most part, has left. I feel a little more myself, I think.
I'm glad to hear that warmth has returned to you, Your Majesty.
Being able to talk to the Queen definitely helped.
She is a wise woman. Great mentor for you. I can see her influence on you.
I mean, I wouldn't have said half the things I was able to say if it wasn't for your help.
Great people inspire others. You inspired me, and in turn, I inspired you.
You're also a great person.
I aspire to be.
I believe that you are.
You honor me, Your Majesty. How are you? Go ahead.
I feel like I have found my way to the most elaborate lighthouse one could possibly find.
Yourself.
No.
Is it me?
I mean, a ship cannot be one's own lighthouse.
I guess that is true. Then I take the responsibility very seriously. So long as you look for me, I will be here. If you will have me.
I will always have you. Can I say that I'm smitten with Tiana?
You sure can. What is your smitten move? Read, my dear.
Yes.
When you become smitten with someone, say why, give them a string, and answer this question. I am smitten with Tiana because I have just brought out something inside of Theora that I don't think ever thought that she could find. And my question is, why do you think you must keep up your performance to have any chance with them? I think.
Oh, go ahead.
That's for.
No, it's you. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I think Theora thinks that she has to keep up the performance because there's no way just Theora can be as amazing of a person as Tiana thinks that she is. Like, it's because of all of the lights around her, or it's because of all of the work and her position that she's in. And that is why she thinks that she has to keep up this facade of sorts. But it is very much less than it could have been. So yeah.
And I think Tiana is smitten with Her Majesty.
Oh, so cute. What does your smitten stuff read?
It says, I do not belong. When you become smitten with someone, say why. Give them a string and answer this question. Which of your values do they openly violate or decry?
Ooh.
I think Tiana thinks in a world where so often royalty has felt like a bad word, or that people in power will always betray you and are not good in any shape, form, or fashion, to have someone like Diora openly welcome her from the get-go and listen to what she has to say, because no one listens to what Tiana ever has to say, I think is what makes her smitten. Um, and I think, embarrassingly for Tiana, uh, the commandment that she's openly in violation of is that Dior doesn't openly cover her body.
Yup.
She finds herself struggling.
The décolletage, you know.
The boobies.
She's
She's
looking
ever
fine.
read. She's only ever read about affection.
Oh, so freaking cute. I think
Yeah.
you guys have a whole freaking, like, somehow it's one of those, like, you just get caught staring really deeply into each other's eyes for a minute.
Your Majesty, if I should be so bold. You look amazing.
Thank you. As to you.
Thank you.
Indira, kind of like reach my hand out to see if she'll like grab my hand, but like not too like aggressively, if that's a good word for the situation.
I think, in remembering the words that I have told Alexandra earlier in the day, I find myself standing in it, and I will, looking forward, never looking at where it is, reach out blindly and wrap my pinky around your pinky. Smiling, but then quickly washing it from my face, yet as much as Tiana tries, there's just happiness radiating from her body.
So cute.
Dira will like keep her hand there, and seeing like her like Tiana like turn, like try to be all serious again. Thank you for saving me from the storm earlier.
Thank you for allowing me. Help means nothing if no one takes the hand.
I want that on a shirt.
I know. I want that on a shirt too.
Carriage, right?
Yeah,
We need to get
carriage.
Right.
Alex walks up sometime around this moment, and you see the pinky holding.
She's just gonna stop, and it's not out of even jealousy necessarily. It's just a like Alex is making that yet mean another indication. She's feeling more and more isolated. Just kind of like butt out of the like curved out of this friendship and group, and she's just gonna keep her distance. Like not like she like making an obvious show of it, but just I think she'll just come up and give them the moment. She won't interrupt it.
No.
So I imagine we're like carriage, and I like turn around. Alex, you're here. Hey, do you want a carriage with us?
Well,
To get back to the go.
Sure, of course. If that's amenable to everyone.
Yeah. I actually would very much like your company.
You know, Never mind, of course. Alex contemplated for a moment, you know what, I'm gonna not go in this carriage, but now it would be more awkward to refuse, and so she's like, and she's just gonna walk up and get into the carriage with them.
I love it.
I do enjoy your company, Alex. So glad you were coming with us.
Shame we didn't get to meet Lady Sayuli. I would have very much liked to have met her.
I'm sure you'll meet her. She was quite the time.
So, the thing is that when you get back, you do end up walking through like the quad by the fountain outside right about the time that Sayuli is also walking through. Funny that you mentioned that, because I was thinking things, and but yes, you're all kind of headed in very tired from your various discoveries, but you happen to converge paths in front of the fountain.
Alex is gonna see Sai and just this wave of still feeling shame, but a wave of just relief at it's so good to see her again. And Alex is gonna quick step run up to her. Sai, I missed you. It was
Oh, did you?
yes. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's grand. Hello, both of you.
This is
Hi.
this is Lady Tiana. I'll let Diora make the introductions.
Tiana Dow. This is
Lady
Sorry.
Sayuli.
Taylor Margaret.
I'm familiar with her name.
I'm sure you are, Dao. Interesting. Seems we're both here. Congratulations on leaving.
Thank you. You're most gracious. How was your time? Here.
My time was amazing. Very, very much enlightening, if I may.
Love at a future time to maybe pick your brain. Perhaps we can schedule tea.
Oh, yes. Would love to just talk about childhood trauma and everything else in between.
A good time indeed. Shadowed Sea has been rough waters for all those who sail.
Very much so. Very much so. It is good to have someone to understand the trauma that we have both been through.
I hope maybe perhaps in the future I can come to you for counsel on how to navigate this place that is drastically different from home.
Very much so. Well, I've come here when I was 14, so you may come to me whenever you need. As for these two, I would like to have a word in private, if I may.
Then I will excuse myself. Alexandra, Your Majesty.
I shall see you.
Same, dog, same.
I hope
Yes.
so.
I
course.
clock those two. And I'm just going to kind of smile, knowing that smile. My room? Now?
Of course.
Okay.
And as soon as Tiana leaves, my face falls and I am pissed. You have never seen me this mad before.
Sai, what's going on?
My room now. I'm just going to
All
walk.
right. I'll follow.
And I'll follow after Alex.
I think that is where we're going to end this episode.
How dare you? Don't you
But-
dare!
Oh,
But-
yes!
This is Barnaby's last episode with us for this particular story. Unless we come back at some point, which we probably will because I'm a sucker. Is there anything that you would like to see that Tiana is doing, or what's Tiana thinking as she goes back to her room, and where's she headed?
I think she will bask in this feeling, in this moment of freedom, this moment of feeling something other than responsibility and obligation and honor, and feeling what she can best surmise based on the books she's read is love. Will enjoy it for what it is and know that she still has so much work to do, that she can continue to be a lighthouse for Her Majesty, but the Tao name requires work and energy, and she knows herself to be a brilliant young lady and will work the courts and work the ways around this strange new land. And hopefully when she's made a harbor for her family, she can stop being a lighthouse and make her way to Diora again.
Fucking chills, man. Chills.
I'm so good at this.
Chills. I'm gonna
Icon.
cry.
Icon.
I know.
Icon.
Legend.
Icon.
Absolute
Icon.
legend.
We have loved having you for Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you guys will see Barnaby's face around here again.
Oh my god, I kidnapped them.
I know,
Yes,
right?
Please do. Please do.
Just
Please do. Please do. Please do.
Straight up. Okay.
I'm not gonna hide it. I'll
Alright.
fully kidnap them.
Kidnap. Adult nap. Whatever it is. Whatever you call it. Yeah, no. Thank you
Adult
guys
nap.
so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for playing and being the best players I did just
Thank
ever.
you.
I love you all. And the rest of you will see you next week to find out what happens when
Gird your loins!
when
Alex, I'm scared. Sally's gonna kick our ass.
Mm.
yeah. Just a little bit. I'm scared for you guys. I don't have any control over that.
Listen, it's good. It's so good.
It's
Mommy,
great.
mommy's mad.
Mommy is, yes, very mad. And we're gonna see exactly what she leaves of you guys, and hopefully Danny will be back so Harry
None.
can jump in on it.
Oh shit!
No.
What I
love
miss?
Danny, but,
I know, right? Harry's gonna come back drunk and be like, "What happened?
y'all."
What's going on, guys? Why is everybody mad? Why is everybody angry at everybody? What? Okay, all right. Bye.
Bye.